हाँ, हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन। माता जी 5 मिनट में ज्वाइन करेंगी।
माता जी।
Today I'm so late. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Mataji.
devotees. Yes. Okay, so let's start. We are in chapter
14.
14. Yes. And we finished yesterday which verse?
Up to 19th verse.
Up to 19th. Okay, good. So today we are reading 20. We will skip Jairad Mother because I'm already a little late. So we'll just go directly to the verses. And I still need to open the chapter 14. One second. Chapter 14, verse 19. Okay, we'll do the 20. Okay? Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Staptitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupakadamayam Tadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuktapad Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagita Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Padam Kanava Shri Shakamitam Shri Krishna Karuna Sintina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Kopika Kantaradikam Kanamostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhan Sudhadevi Pranamami Hari Priye. Okay, text 20. Yes. No, we actually read text 19, but we did not discuss anything about 19. Yes? Yes. So we will do the text 19 now. Okay. So we read the Sanskrit. When one properly sees that in all activities no other performer is at work than these modes of nature, and he knows the Supreme Lord who is transcendental to all these modes, he attains my spiritual nature. Do you understand this verse? Yes?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, are you talking about verse 90?
Yes.
Where it is written?
19. Verse 19. Verse. When one properly sees that in all activities no other performer is at work than these modes of nature, and he knows the Supreme Lord, he is transcendental to all these modes. He attains my spiritual abode. Yes? Do we understand this verse? Prerna, you want to say something?
Mataji, I think that they are talking about a devotee who knows that the doer is the modes of material nature. Because of them, we work, but the supreme enjoyer or worker is the supreme work is done by the Supreme Lord Krishna. So if one sees that everything is done by Krishna, then he will attain his dham, his lok.
Yeah. Yeah, so here is said that in this material world, actually, who does activity, it's a mode of material nature. Yes, Daya, you want to say something?
Hare Krishna, Pranam, Mataji. Yes, I want to say this. You have said right now that modes of material nature are the responsible of our activities and ultimately Supreme Lord. We are able to do anything because of the three modes of material nature.
Yes. So here actually this verse, what does it say? Yes, you are right. When one properly sees, so proper vision is that all activities are performed by three modes of nature. Yes. So when one properly sees that in all activities no other performer is at work, then these three modes of nature. Yes. So he sees that the only three modes of material nature work in this material world. So then the second point is, and he knows that the Lord is transcendental to these modes. Yes. So it doesn't say that the Lord performs activities. What they say that the modes are acting in this material world, and the Lord is transcendental to them, is not affected. Yes. So they're two separate points. Then what happens to this person?
Attain the Supreme Abode.
Yes, he becomes spiritual. Sat Chit Ananda. Yes? Okay. Somebody read the purport. Who wants to read? Who raise a hand? Madhavan Das. Yes, please read.
Hare Krishna Mataji, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna.
Please read.
And all the activities of the modes of material nature simply by understanding them properly. By learning from the proper source, the real spiritual master is Krishna, and he is imparting this spiritual knowledge to Arjuna. Similarly, it is from those who are fully in Krishna consciousness that one has to learn the kinds of activities in terms of the modes of nature. Otherwise, one's life will be misdirected by the instructions of a bona fide spiritual master. A living entity can know of his spiritual position, his material body, his senses, how he is entrapped, and how he is under the spell of the material modes of nature. He is helpless, being in the grip of these modes, but when he can see his real position, then he can attain to the transcendental platform, having the scope for his spiritual life. Actually, the living entity is not the performer of different activities. He is he is forced to act because he is situated in a particular type of body, conducted by some particular mode of material nature. Unless one has the help of spiritual authority, he cannot understand in what position he is actually situated. With the association of bona fide spiritual master, he can see his real position, and by such an understanding, he can become fixed in full Krishna consciousness. A man in Krishna consciousness is not controlled by the spell of the material modes of nature. It has already been stated in the seventh chapter that one who has surrendered to Krishna is relieved from the activities of material nature. For one who is able to see things as they are, the influence of material gradually ceases. A man in
Yes,
Krishna.
thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. So, how do we attain the transcendental knowledge and transcendental vision? Yes, tell me.
By the help of a bona fide spiritual master.
But yes, you're right. A bona fide spiritual master can give us this knowledge. Yeah? With association of bona fide spiritual master, we can see our real position. Yes, he can give us this. It's called Sambandha Jnana. So we can attain that Sambandha Jnana from the spiritual master. Wonderful. Yes. So we move on. Next verse. गुणानैतानतीत्यात्रीन् देहि देहासमुद्भवान् जन्म मृत्यु जरा दुःखैर् विमुक्तो मृतम् अश्नुते. Translation. Anyone read translation, please?
When the embodied being is able to transcend these three modes associated with the material body, he can become free from birth, death, old age, and their distresses, and can enjoy nectar even in this life.
Yes. So, one can enjoy nectar even in this life when one becomes transcendental to the modes of material nature. Yes. So to become transcendental to material nature, modes of material nature means what? How do you understand that?
Not to act in these three modes of nature, either in goodness, ignorance, or passion.
Not to act. So who acts? Like, how do you act in those modes?
Like that are the actions are bhakti, the akarma, not karma or vikarma. The acting we do that are considered as akarma.
Yes, so you only act as a karma, not as karma or vikarma. Yes, Prerna, you say?
Mataji, like yesterday you said, we have to like come up from these modes and work in Shuddha Sattva Gun.
Yes. So, but what exactly means to come out of modes?
Then we
It's
will
like
free
doing
from the birth and death.
To
Sorry?
do bhakti,
Okay. Would do bhakti.
fully engaged in Krishna conscious.
So then, but what do we actually transcend? Yes, Gitika.
Mataji, we will get free from the repetition of birth and death, the cycle of birth and death.
Yes. Yes, that is all these are results that when we transcend, then we can act in bhakti, we act in the modes of nature. Yes, Nilam?
Mataji, if we are keeping ourselves same in all type of situations, we are not affected by anything. Whether we are in Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun, nothing is affecting us. Then only we can say if we are in pure devotional service, then only we can say that we are not affected, and we can.
Yeah, that's true. When we are not affected in any circumstance, then we unfailingly perform bhakti. Yes, but I want to hear something more specific, like how do we perceive these modes? What does it mean to transcend them? How do we know them? What exactly gets affected?
Free from bondage of these three modes of nature,
But what is bound?
body, our body is bound.
The body. So then means to transcend the modes of nature means to transcend
The body. We are
Bondage
acting in a
of
self-realization.
Yeah, so remember we talked about kshetra? The
Yes.
real knower knows what?
I am not body, I am soul.
That real knower knows?
And the doer
Prerna, you
is,
want to say something?
it's the same. The Mataji said that the Kshetragya is the one who knows that I'm not the Kshetra, I'm not this body.
Yes. The one who knows that I am not the kshetra is the real knower of kshetra, yes? So means kshetra is made of what? Kshetra is made of three modes of material nature, yes? So according to which mode we deserve, this much good or bad kshetra we are also getting. Yes? So that we discussed in chapter 13, and now again the same discussion is happening, that one should transcend the body. Yeah, so it's not just transcending these different effects of modes which we read about now, like becoming satisfied or hankering for results or being madness, but any kind of bodily deeds like hunger, thirst, hankering, lamentation, all this should be transcended, should not affect us. And in what sense not affect us? In such a sense that we are not affected by that, that it doesn't interrupt our devotional service. That in any circumstances we are unfailingly performing we are unfailingly performing devotional service. Yes. Okay, so let's read the purport. I'll read the purport. Yes. But it's interesting here said that you can do it even in this life. Yes, you can become free from the modes even in this lifetime. You don't have to wait for the next life. Yes. So Srila Prabhupada writes, how can we say stay in transcendental position even in this body in full Krishna consciousness is explained in this verse. The Sanskrit word Dehi means embodied. Although one is within this material body, by his advancement in spiritual knowledge, he can be free from the influence of the modes of nature. He can enjoy the happiness of spiritual life, even in this body, because after leaving this body, he is certainly going to spiritual sky. But even in this body, he can enjoy spiritual happiness. In other words, devotional service in Krishna consciousness is the sign of liberation from material entanglement. And this will be explained in 18th chapter. Yes, so it is the devotional service is a sign of liberation. This is a very, very important point. So it means the more one is attached to devotional activities, the more one is liberated. Yes, we can understand the advancement of person by how much this person is attached to devotional activities, attached to the serving Krishna, attached to chanting the holy name, and the hearing. Yeah? The more we do it, means the attachment is exhibited, and in that way we can understand that this person is becoming liberated. Yes? Okay. Or is already liberated. Okay, so yesterday we had three divisions of people, and we discussed about the modes. Yes, so all these modes, effects, and everything we have to analyze, and deliberately actually we can disassociate with them from them. Yes, like that's kind of a no no part and then yes part. It's not that we are only disassociating from these modes, but also we are associating with Krishna's activities and Krishna's service. Okay, text 21. Arjuna uvacha Kailingastrīn gunānetan atito bhavati prabho kimāchara katam chaitams trin gunan ativartate. Please read translation. Yes, Ananga Manjari.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Arjun inquired, O my dear Lord, by which symptom is one known who is the transcendental to these three modes? What is his behavior, and how does the transcend the modes of nature?
Yes, so how many questions Arjuna is asking here?
Mataji,
Three.
Three.
three questions.
Which ones?
What is the
Why?
behavior?
Which symptom
Yes.
is known who is transcendental to the three modes? Second is what is his behavior, and how does the transcend the modes of nature?
Yes, so now we will discuss these points. Yes, so how do we know who is transcendental? How do we know if we are transcendental? Yes, so here will be a discussion now about it. So 21 to 25. Yes, so just quickly read the purport. Yes. Okay, and then Manjari should mute herself. Purport quickly before going forward. In this verse, Arjuna's questions are very appropriate. He wants to know the symptoms of a person who has already transcended the material modes. He first inquires of the symptoms of such transcendental person. How can one understand that he has already transcended the influence of modes of material nature? The second question asks how he lives and what his activities are. Are they regulated or non-regulated? Then Arjuna inquires of the means by which he can attain the transcendental nature. That is very important. Yes? So 3 questions. One is, what are the symptoms of that kind of person? Then how this person acts? And then, how can I myself do it? Yeah? What are the means to attain it? Yes. So unless one knows direct means by which one can attain, which can be situated always transcendentally, there is no possibility of showing the symptoms. Yes. So first we need to know the means, how to become transcendental. So all these questions put by Arjuna are very important, and the Lord answers them. Yes. So now it starts. Description starts. So we will read verses 22 to 25. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Prakasham cha pravritim cha moham eva cha pandava nadveshti sampravrittani navrittani nanivrittani kanshati udasina vadasino gunair yona vichalyate gunavartanta ityevam yovatishhtati nengate samadukha dukasvasta samaloshtaashmakanchanaha tulyapriya priyo dhiras tulyamindatma samstuti manapamanayostulyas tulyo mitrari pakshayo sarvaramba parityagi gunatita sa uchyate. Yes, someone who wants to read translation?
May I?
Who is this? Me? Neelam?
Yeah.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay,
The
let
Supreme
Neelam.
Personality of Godhead, the Supreme
Yeah.
Personality of Godhead said, O son of Pandu, he who does not hate illumination, attachment, and delusion when they are present or long for them when they disappear, who is unwavering and undisturbed through all these reactions of the material qualities, remaining neutral and transcendental, knowing that the modes alone are active, who is situated in the self and regards alike happiness and distress, who looks upon a lump of earth, a stone, a piece of gold with an equal eye, who is equal towards the desirable and the undesirable, who is steady, situated equally when in praise and blame, honor and dishonor, who treats alike both friend and enemy, and who has renounced all material activities. Such a person is said to have transcended the modes of nature.
Yes. Yes. So we saw the qualities. Yes. So we will continue with all these qualities. Okay. So now we'll read purport. Arjuna submitted 3 different questions, and the Lord answers them one after another. In these verses, Krishna first indicates that person transcendentally situated has no envy and does not hanker for anything. We will skip few lines. He should engage himself in a devotional service of the Lord so that his identity with the material body will automatically be forgotten. When one is conscious of the material body, he acts only for sense gratification. But when one transfers the consciousness to Krishna, sense gratification automatically stops. Yeah, did you hear? When one is conscious of material body, he acts only for sense gratification. But when one transfers the consciousness to Krishna, sense gratification automatically stops. One does not need this material body, and he does not need to accept the directions of the material body. Yes, this is a very interesting statement. We can contemplate on that. One does not need this material body, and he does not need to accept the dictations of the material body. Yes, so we don't need to accept dictations of material body because we don't even need this body. Why don't we need this body? How we will survive? How will we survive if Prabhupada says we don't need this body? How we will function? Any suggestions?
Mataji, Prabhupada is saying we don't need this body for the repetition of birth and death. Present body is enough to utilize for the service of Krishna. And if we are engaged in serving this body, then there'll be more and more bodies we will like to get. If we don't think about this body as a object of pleasure, if we think Krishna as an object of pleasure, then our sense gratification has no mean. Krishna gratification is what we should have as an aim in our life.
Yeah. The actually thing is that why we don't need this material body? Because we are not the material body.
Soul.
We are soul. Why does soul need material body? For what purpose?
For the service only.
The soul cannot serve without material body?
Yes, he can serve.
Yes, so why do we need material body then? Why soul needs material body?
Mataji, we are getting a chance so that we can choose the path of liberation. This Manuj
Yeah. So that's now in this particular situation. But
or
from the point of
we can
view,
say the human life is given to decide.
of absolute, where is the necessity of body? From the point of view of eternal jiva, what is a need, a necessity of body?
No need.
No need. We need it only now because we are already got it. Yes. So we utilize a bad bargain. Yes. But actually, yes, we don't need. The soul doesn't need the body. Soul can serve Krishna without the body. No, with a spiritual body. With a Satchit Ananda body. Yes? So Prabhupada writes, so it's an important point. We always have to meditate on this. When our body gives us any trouble, we can just say we don't even need this body. Yes, so then it will become less attached. So let's continue. The qualities of material modes in the body will act, but as spirit soul, the self is aloof from such activities. Yes, so here is our answer. These qualities of material modes, means gunas, will act, but as a spirit soul, we are aloof from such activities. How does one become aloof? It is just in a mind, yes? He does not desire to enjoy body, nor does he desire to get out of it. Thus, transcendentally situated, the devotee becomes automatically free. He need not try to become free from the influence of material modes of nature. Yes, so one who is just transcendently situated self means engaging in devotional service, he automatically becomes free. Yes? Okay, so now I would request you to go through the second paragraph of this purport and list different dealings or different ways of activity the person in a transcendence do. How does person who is situated transcendentally act? Yeah. So you take 1-2 minutes to write these points down.
Mataji, can you repeat what should we have to write?
What you have to write is what you just have to list the dealings of a person who is transcendentally situated. Understand? Okay. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, yes, Gitika, tell some uh, of the dealings. One, you can tell one, then Kishori tell one, Shetabi tell another one.
Yes, Mataji. So, Mataji, in the third line, it is said that, but the transcendentally situated person is not affected by such false honor and dishonor, but material
Yes,
person are
thank
affected.
you so much. Yes. Kishori?
Hare Krishna. He performs his duty in Krishna consciousness and does not mind whether a man honor or dishonor.
Yeah, okay. Shetabi?
Mataji, he takes everyone as his dear friend who helps him in his execution of Krishna consciousness and does not hate
Wonderful.
his so-called
Thank you.
enemy.
Yes, very good. Madhavan, Das?
Mataji they accept the things that are favorable to his duty in Krishna consciousness.
Yeah, I could not hear very well. Can you say again?
He accepts the things that are favorable to his duty in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, otherwise he will not accept anything. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, who else is there? Prerna?
Uh, uh, like he takes everyone as his dear friend and doesn't envy anyone.
Yes, very nice. Neelam?
He can make efforts for Krishna, but he does not make effort merely for his personal self.
Yes, very good. Ananga Manjari?
He accepts everything that's our favorable duty is Krishna consciousness.
Yes, wonderful. Anything else which someone wants to say, or we covered everything?
Mataji, there is another line that social and political issues do not affect him because he knows the situation of temporary upheavals and disturbances.
So he's not so much bothered about all what's happening in politics. Yes, good, wonderful, beautiful qualities. Yes, beautiful qualities. So yes, good. Okay, so now we go to the verse 26. It's a very famous verse. It probably is your memory verse also. Yes, mam chayo vyabicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunam samatityetam brahma bhuya yakalpate. Yes, who will read the verse translation?
circumstances at once transcend the mode of material nature and first come to the level of Brahman.
One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once attains transcends the modes of material nature, and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Very good. Okay. One should not be disturbed by activities of modes of nature. Instead of putting his consciousness into such activities, he may transfer his consciousness to Krishna activities. Krishna activities are known as Bhakti Yoga, always acting for Krishna. This includes not only Krishna, but his different plenary expansions, such as Rama and Narayan. He has innumerable expansions. One who is engaged in the service of any of the forms of Krishna or of his plenary expansions is considered to be transcendentally situated. Yes, so one who is engaged in the service is considered to be transcendentally situated. So if one engages himself in the service of Krishna or his plenary expansions with unfailing determination, although these modes of material nature are very difficult to overcome, one can overcome them easily. This has already been explained in the 7th chapter. One who surrenders unto Krishna at once surmounts the influence of modes of material nature. To be in Krishna consciousness or in devotional service means to acquire equality with Krishna. So to be in Krishna consciousness, one should become equal with Krishna. Yes, equality means to be equal. So how do we become equal with Krishna? How do we become equal with Krishna? Is it not a Mayavadi philosophy?
No.
Yes, explain.
Krishna is Satchitananda. In the same way, we can transcendent and become Satchitanand. That is our real identity. But we cannot be quantity-wise same as Krishna. As a quality, we can be same.
Yes, so it is about equality is meant a quality and not a quantity. Yes, very nice, very nice. So, what we just in the beginning of this class, of this lecture, we spoke about questions that Arjuna asked. Yes, how many questions did Arjuna ask?
3 questions.
3 questions. Which questions? What questions did he ask?
Yes.
Yeah, well, question 1. Which is question first?
Which symptom is one known who is transcendental to these three modes?
What are the symptoms? Yeah. Okay. Second question.
What is the behavior and how does he transcend the modes of nature?
What is what? Tell again, please.
What is his behavior?
Yeah. What is the symptoms and what is the behavior? You know, the difference between symptom and behavior is that symptom can be even if you don't do anything, or it's like a more your mentality. You know, like we just had. You have no friends and enemies. You treat friends and enemies equally. Yeah. It's not really activity. It's just the attitude. Yeah. And then, the activity. And the third question.
How does he transcend the modes of nature?
Yes, very good. Okay, so what are the answers? How Krishna answered question 1? At least 1 point anyone can tell?
Mataji, answer number 1 is in the first report 20 text 22 to 25. If one is not attached in and delusion when they are present for long of them and they disappear, who is unweaving and undisturbed through uh, all the actions of the material qualities, remaining neutral and transcendental, knowing the modes alone are active. who is
Yeah.
situated in the self and regards all happiness and distress, who looks upon a lump of the earth and stone and a piece of gold with the same eye, who is equal towards the desirable and undesirable, who is steady, situated equally well in praise and blame, honor and dishonor, who treats alike both friend and enemy, and who has renounced all material activities. Such a person is said to have transcendental mode of nature.
Yes, very nice. Thank you. Then somebody else tells what is the answer to the second question? Yes, who is here? Ananga Anjari?
Mataji, second question is the next, the dealing of a transcendentally situated person, the materially situated person is affected by so-called honor and dishonor offered to the body, but the transcendentally situated person is not affected by such false honors and dishonor.
Yes, and we said that he's not engaged in a temporary situation of mundane social and political things. Yes, and he can do anything for Krishna, but nothing for himself. Yes, so like this. Okay, and the third question. Who can tell what is the third question?
Mataji,
Third.
how does he transcend the mode of material nature?
Yes.
Yeah.
Answer is
One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the mode of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahma.
yeah. And this Sanskrit verse we have to all memorize. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityetan brahma bhuya yakalpate. Very nice. Okay, good. So now there are two analogies at the end of this purport. So you can start, there is a sentence starting, thus the living entity. Can you find the sentence?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so read please. You read this until Bhakti Yoga. Please read
Thus,
until
the
the word.
living entity in his spiritual position is as good as gold, as good as Krishna in quality. The difference of individuality continues, otherwise, there would be no question of Bhakti Yoga.
Yes, okay, good. And somebody reads the rest, starting from Bhakti Yoga and ending to Supreme Lord.
Bhakti Yoga means that Bhakti Yoga means that the Lord is there and the devotee is there, and the activity of exchange of love between the Lord and the devotee is there. Therefore, the individuality of two person is present in the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the individual person. Otherwise, there would no meaning of Bhakti Yoga.
Yes,
Okay.
continue.
If one is not situated in the same transcendental position with the Lord, one can not serve the Supreme Lord. To be
Yes, okay. Yes. Oh, yeah, right. Read, continue reading.
To be a personal assistant of the to a king, one must acquire the qualification. Thus, the qualification is to become Brahman or free from all material contamination. It is said in the Vedic literature, Brahma eva sam Brahma apiya eti. One can attain the supreme Brahman by becoming Brahman. This means that one must qualitatively become one with Brahman. By attainment of Brahman, one does not lose his eternal Brahman identity as an individual soul.
Yes. Okay, so we had two analogies here, yes? Did we notice two analogies?
Yes.
Um, okay, so somebody has to explain first analogy about gold. Who can explain? Anybody would like to explain an analogy about gold?
That Mataji, that as gold particles are the part of gold mine. Say similar, the living entities are the part and parcel of the Supreme.
Yes. Yes, that is simple. Very nice. Okay, second analogy about the king. Who wants to tell about the king? It's the same purport. You can read one more time, just a little bit down. Yes? Anyone ready? Yes, so what is said here? The personal assistant about the king. To become personal assistant of king. Yes, Shatabi.
Uh,
Tell.
Mataji, it could say that the higher the responsibility, the more qualified a person must be. For example, just as a king's personal assistant needs intelligence, loyalty, good judgment, communication skills. So, a person should be aspiring to an important profession, must acquire the appropriate knowledge and qualities of that king.
Okay, so how does it relate to our topic about transcending the modes?
Uh, we can say that we must acquire the qualities of Krishna,
Which are?
which are to transcend all the modes of material nature.
Which are the qualities of Krishna?
Is like
Chidananda.
Yes, so we have to attain the qualities of Sachit Ananda to be assistant of Sachit Ananda Krishna. Yes, wonderful. Great. Okay, so now we go to the last verse of.
Mataji, I have a question.
Yes, please.
In Purport 26, it is mentioned one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances. What does that mean by unfailing in all circumstances?
That means that nothing can stop you,
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
neither externally nor internally. Externally means neither any kleshas of material world, adibhotika, adidaimic, or adhyatmika, cannot stop you. No one can stop you serve in any way, whether you are situated in whichever ashrama, varna, or situated in any kind of work, or whether you have a headache, or you have a toothache, or you don't have, none of, whether you're rich or you're poor, none of it can affect your bhakti. Yes, so that's what it means. Okay, so we go to verse 27. Brahmano hi pratishthaham amritasya vayasya cha sashvatasya cha dharmasya sukasya ekantikasya cha. Okay, someone read translation, please.
May
Who
I,
has a hand?
Mataji?
Kashish, please. Kashish, you read. You didn't read anything for a long time, so we're happy to hear from you.
Yes, Mataji. And I am the basis of impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness.
Yes. Okay, very nice. So now you read the first paragraph of this chapter. Now, actually, we don't have much time. So let's just, I'll read a few excerpts and then we, in that way, go, because the purport is very long. Okay. It is explained in the 7th chapter that material nature is a manifestation of inferior energy of the Supreme Lord. The Lord impregnates the inferior material nature with fragments of the superior nature. And that is a spiritual touch in the material nature. Yes, everyone understand this sentence? This Lord impregnates inferior material nature with fragments of the spiritual superior nature. What does
Yes,
it mean?
Mataji. That Mataji, this material nature, the matter by which we are made, like body and all, but the spiritual soul, the jivas, are the spiritual nature.
Yeah. So the superior nature is jiva, and material nature is inferior nature. Yeah. Okay. So we'll skip some parts. Due to association of these three modes, his desire to dominate the material world is there. But by engagement in devotional service and full Krishna consciousness, he is immediately situated in a transcendental position, and his unlawful desire to control material nature is removed. Yes? So to be enjoyer and controller here Prabhupada says it's unlawful. Yeah, it's like a crime, you can say. Yes, so therefore the process of devotional service, beginning with hearing, chanting, remembering the prescribed 9 methods of realizing devotional service, should be practiced in the association of devotees. Gradually, by such association, by the influence of the by the influence of a spiritual master, one's material desire to dominate is removed, and one becomes firmly situated in the Lord's transcendental loving service. This method, prescribed from the 22nd to the last verse in this chapter. Devotional service to the Lord is very simple. One should always engage in service of the Lord, should eat the remnants of foodstuffs offered to the deity, smell the flowers offered to the lotus feet of the Lord, see the places where the Lord had his transcendental pastimes, read of the different activities of the Lord, his reciprocation of love with his devotees, chant always transcendental vibration, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and observe the fasting days, commemorating the appearances and disappearances of the Lord and his devotees. By following such a process, one becomes completely detached from material activities. One who thus situated one who thus situate himself in the Brahma Jyoti, or the indifferent varieties of the Brahman conception, is equal. I missed the point. By following such process, one becomes completely detached from all material activities. One who can thus stimulate himself in the Brahma Jyoti, or the different varieties of the Brahman conception, is equal to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, chapter 14, Ki Jai. Yes,
Mataji.
tomorrow we are going to read chapter 15. It is very short chapter. It only has, I think, 20 verses. So we'll see. We'll try to complete tomorrow the chapter 15. Yes, somebody wanted to say something? Gitika,
Yes,
yes.
Mataji. Mataji, I don't understand. Please, can you explain this last 3 lines of the purport, last purport 27? One who can thus situate himself in the Brahma Jyoti, or the different varieties of the Brahman conception, is equal to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in quality. Means they are talking about Mayavadis also, that they are. Please explain it.
Okay, if they're talking about minors. One who can thus situate himself in Brahma Jyoti, or the different varieties of the Brahman conception, is equal to Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is a sentence you want to ask, yeah?
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Yeah. So we discussed what means equal with Bhagavan word. Anyone remembers?
Yes,
What
by
means
qualities equal. Like Bhagwan's quality
Satchitananda?
is Sachidananda, and our quality should be like Sachidananda. Then we can serve him or equal to him.
Yeah. We can be equal to him. So the same here is that the Brahma Jyoti and Brahman concept is equal to Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is said here, it actually doesn't say about Jivas, it's said about Brahman. No? One who can thus situate himself in Brahma Jyoti or the different varieties of the Brahman conception. Yeah. Okay, so it can be also material world because it's also Brahman conception, the eternity. Yeah. So that's what it means that once you are engaged in devotional service, you are like in Brahman, yeah? Because with impersonalist remedies, our understanding of Brahman is limited. But actually, it is full of variety and undescribed even in Shastra. Yeah, okay, my dear devotees, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare
Yes,
Krishna Mataji.
thank you. See you tomorrow. Hare Krishna. If you have time tomorrow, please read verse 1 to 5 of this chapter 15. Okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Madhurya Gaurangi Mataji ki jai.
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 Gauravida ki jai.
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 Jai.